Okay, today's the 7th of August, and I'm fully aware that once again I haven't got the monthlies out yet, but I'll tell you for why. I'm having arguments with Spirit because they keep giving me songs I know or that I've already used, and I don't like doing that. But if it comes to it, I will do it. But we're having a bit of a tug of war at the minute. So I'm getting all these songs, but like I said, I've had them before, so I can't see the relevance. But what do I know? So maybe that's what I'll have to do. I'm waiting for songs, and we're having a bit of an argument, me and Spirit. So that said, today's song is I believe it was Ronan Keating. It's You Say It Best When You Say Nothing at All. Actions speak louder than words right now, it seems. So yeah, a little glimpse into my head, arguing with bloody Spirit, for God's sake. Anyway. So it's a standoff now, because they're not giving me songs when I sit down to do the month list. They're just not giving me any because I won't have what they give me. So, and that's the way it goes. They're in charge and I should learn my place, apparently. And maybe that's what the message is today. Somebody thinks they're in charge and you've got to learn your place. And they're not talking to you. One or the two. So let's see, because it's going to be an interesting one today. Oh, Pete, that's the protection. We've got Scorpio, shared resources, reproductive organs, 7th house of marriage, and justice, and Venus. So it's about partnerships, public enemies. Let's see. So maybe you're giving somebody the silent treatment, or maybe there's just a comfortable silence with you and somebody else, because you don't have to say it. You know exactly how you feel about each other, positive or negatively. Today's card is the Chariot, so we'll see if we're on the right path or not. It's about yin yang. It's about being a team, working in harness together. So that fits. Because it's neutral, it doesn't. All it really tells us is if we're on the right path or not, or if we should worry about mechanical problems with a vehicle. It's in the first part, very important then. It is Cancer energy, so home and family life, so it all fits. Partnerships, marriages, legal partnerships of any kind, teamwork, home and family life, reproductive organs, shared resources. Um, so the Sun squares Jupiter, a good time to take on board other people's viewpoints or being careful to honour your own without causing conflict. Moon enters Taurus, so keep your mouth shut if you've got nothing positive to say, and don't, oh God, and don't rise to the bait, because the shit starer's back. They want to win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt to do it, including themselves. So it could get violent. Remember, do you want to be happy or do you want to win? Just walk away. Oh, this says you can't walk away. If you don't take action, everything's going to hell in a handcart. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you, yeah, you can't walk away. Who can't walk away? Why can't you walk away? Ego, probably, or children. Your inner child can't let you walk away from this. So it's a conflict. Two stubborn individuals or two people that just have to be right. But it says we're on the right path because this is coming to a head. There will be a separation and a homecoming, a welcome home. You're no longer banging your head against a brick wall and wasting your time with this situation. The conflict has to take place, and then you will come home to who you truly are, because love has left the building. Pisces in Neptune energy. Yeah, there's no love here. There's nothing but depression, feeling drained, unhappy, and it's Cancer energy. So early Cancer is Gemini, late Cancer is Leo. We are in Leo now. It's all about the Cancer energy, which is today's card. It's a home and family life, it's marriages, etc. So for those of you that are very happy, this must be with someone close to you, possibly a child, where there's just, you're going to bang your heads together, there's no doubt about that. But watch yourself, because it could get violent. It could also be emotions coming to the top in a work or career situation, or while you're driving, like road rage. So be very careful, because sharp objects are mentioned, especially in that room. So if this is somebody in spirit, this may be somebody that got into a road rage situation and was stabbed. That's how serious this could be. So let's have a look, because there's no major arcana. So it could be a friend of your children that gets stabbed. There is like a disconnect, because there's no major arcanas. So it could be you hear of a separation, you hear of a stabbing, but it's not a passing. It's just a violent episode, if you like. There's no death here as yet. Two people born in the year of the snake could be important. And the horse, obviously. Yeah, you need a new team. So, green light, it's time to go. Find a new team. Build a new foundation. Within 3 years, it'll pay off, especially if you start a new business. Yes, justice, a court case. So this could be a court case about this incident, about this violent incident. It could be also involving children. But we've got the 7th house of Libra there. So it's massively important. Court cases maybe. It could also be divorces where the child custody has got to be decided. It will become clear. It's not going to be easy, but you've got to put your egos out the way and think of the kid. So it could be like 3 days at one house, 4 days at another, or whatever. But it's just trying to be in more than one place at once. The path isn't going to be easy, but it will become clear. So 11:18, positive energy. The moon on the 16th could be important, and those born in the year of the dog. Something is waiting to be born. Could be a child that's not born yet, or a business that's not created yet. Torn between two properties, two people, two situations. Emotional turmoil. And no apologies. Hell will freeze over first before someone apologises. There's no backing down here. So when you say it best, when you say nothing at all, somebody's definitely not talking. That's Chiron. There's no healing. The wound is fresh. Agriculture, people in uniform, possibly negative incidents with the police force. Somebody with a darker complexion, Virgo energy, or Virgo cuspa. So early Virgo is Leo, late Virgo is Libra, which we've got. Yeah, you've chosen a different path. You're not going to stay on that path anymore. You're going to go on the path less travelled, because you know that you cannot solve a problem with the same man that caused it. And Spirit is saying you're doing the right thing. A new home, a new life, a proposal, a new business, whatever it is, pays off within a year. So take that seed and grow it, whether it be a child, a business, whatever it is, within a year, this new beginning. Yeah, don't dwell on the past, because that'll leave you in depression. When you live in the past, you're depressed. Don't think about the future, because that will make you anxious. Live in the now. There's a lot of water under the bridge. It's time to build a bridge and get over it. Stop crying over spilt milk. 5 months. And then there'll be a new home, a new house, a celebration, perhaps a wedding. There could be a proposal and a wedding. So this looks like a separation, or an incident that took place, and now there's a happier home life. It's when it's done. The foundations are stronger. It's time to move on. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. Be emotionally and financially independent, whether you're in a relationship or outside of it. It will bring success. 9 years. So somebody looks like they're becoming single and loving it, to be fair. So if you know, if you're in a negative situation, it's time. Financial and emotional stability. Yep, Pisces in our favour for a change. Stand on your own 2 feet. Put your boundaries in place. Say no. Stop sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. Oh, but there is illness and bad temper. The number 11 can go either way. If there's a Leo involved, it'll be negative. Power struggles, definitely. Karma, karmic debts, cowardice, lack of backbone. It's the shit stirrer, somebody who wants to control. The year of the rabbit this year, and the first of any month. Number 41 is important. White rabbits. And there it is again, the home and family life in the negative. There is something going on here. The breast, the womb, and impatience, bad temper, addictions, the number 14. Universities, something going wrong there. Maybe somebody hasn't studied like they should, or because of the last few years they've failed in their studies. But it's addictions to a way of life, the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, drugs, alcohol, online shopping, whatever your vice is that's caused this. Impatience as well. Lack of balance. It's a one-way street. Hips and thighs. Weight gain, weight loss, Sagittarius energy. And the disloyal friend or family member. Dog. I was born in the year of the dog. negative energy. We've got the Boar, positive energy 49, 48 is negative, 49 is positive. Venus energy again, it's the good life, abundance, happiness, all returning, but you must communicate, and that's where we started. Communication is not happening. Number 50, so 48, 49, 50 could be for 3 years. And the Magician, miracles can happen, but you need to communicate, you need to stay positive. It's Gemini energy, the twins, Mercury, school days, children, hands, arms, shoulders, medical matters. Miracles can happen. So what we need to see is what's this negative energy with the Chinese signs. The dog. The dog is negative. Cynical, anxious, pessimistic, suspicious, timid, strict, discouraging, doubtful, discontented, fatalistic, obstinate, distrustful, shy, introverted, unadventurous and tasteless. So there's just no connection. The positives of this are the rabbit, diplomatic, circumspect, peaceful, sensitive, intuitive, discreet, moderate, reflective, well-organised, principled, refined, hospitable, intelligent, expressive and honourable. So no matter what's happened, do not go sticking things on Facebook or doing whatever, being nasty-minded and wanting revenge, because that will come back on you. And the Boar. The pig, if you like. Eager, optimistic, fortunate, tolerant, careful, sensual, courteous, uncomplaining, determined, generous, peaceful, honest, diligent and cheerful. And if you stick to those, you'll be far better, no matter what. If there is a divorce of any kind, then this is thinking of the kids, being civil at the very least. If it's a court case, then you must just speak your truth, stand in your truth. Don't be impatient, because it'll get you nowhere. Try to keep your mouth shut and don't react. So, that's not going to be an easy job for some of us, is it? Oh, there you go, Capricorn. Because somebody feels used. Somebody feels very, very used. It's okay to use everything, every opportunity that comes your way and take advantage of it, but it's not okay to use people. So toxic situations, toxic relationships, shackled by a contract, promise or vow. Time will correct all your errors of judgment. Number 4. Focus on your objectives and do not let up. It is a time of diligence and hard work. There's a gaining in status and reputation, whatever you've toiled over. Number 22 and the number 15. You are ready for splendid results to be revealed. Yes, you are, once you take that step to move on. Or whatever you sacrificed for. Keep in mind, the gain will be slow and systematic, but you are heading towards something solid and lasting. You're about to meet all the right people who will back you in your goals. Some may be greater in status than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. By all means, do not lose these people. Capricorn is a sign of drive and ambition, therefore you may feel more driven than usual. In essence, this card is saying, put childish things away and take responsibility for your own life. Go for what you want in a systematic way. Beware of looking back, which is the 5 of Cups, what they said, and staying in the shadows. It's time to unleash your talents on the world. Do not let up. It's time to go out on a limb. If it's about a romance or relationship, then this is more serious. They will either grow deeper and more committed, or you'll outgrow each other. It could be that one partner is older, higher in social rank, or will be a guide or a teacher to the other. It may also mean one is more serious than the other. Since Capricorn is serious means in attitude or about the relationship. The outcome may be progressed gradually, unfolding at its own pace. You won't be able to rush matters, and everything must happen in its own time, not yours. Career and your profession are also important, and you can expect to see changes there too. This card can indicate skeletal problems such as broken or porous bones, spinal issues, strains, or even dental issues. Kristen, will you behave, please? Make sure you are getting enough calcium and vitamin D. Capricorn is the sign of the times, maturity and age. So if you develop an illness, it'll be one that's been coming for a very long time. If you are waiting the outcome of a judgment, which some of you may well be, you will find resolution to something long overdue. You can be assured that the answer will be just and fair. It won't necessarily go in your way, but it will be just and fair, especially if you worked hard and kept your nose to the grindstone. So, it's up to you, really. Be diplomatic if you can. Don't get into any arguments because that won't serve you. Oh, and there we are. So Denver is waiting, number 2, to see if you're willing to start afresh. Walk through that doorway, the threshold. The answers you're looking for are at the other side of that door. So walking away. And number 2, Denver, the Oak Guardian. What can one say about Denver, the Oak Guardian? He's such a patient guide, so again, patience is mentioned, to open the oak door for you. It judges, though, whether you are able to journey through it, so whether you've grown up enough to accept things as they are and move on. But it'll only come to you when you're ready. The door may be small, so you may think you'll never get through it, but surprisingly, one makes it through with ease, into an amazing fairyland waiting on the other side. Denver senses why you are here. He sees whether you are ready to walk through that threshold and seek the answers you're not going to find in this reality. Sometimes it takes a different way of seeing things, yes. You might have to turn your world upside down. To understand a situation from a different viewpoint, from someone else's viewpoint. You must come with an open heart, a loving heart, and a willingness to step into the unknown with respect and honesty. And that's not happening at the minute. The small door is symbolic of the way we perceive things in our lives. Some of us have got tunnel vision. Do you see in black and white, or do you allow the flow of other realities into it? The other worlds do not have the limitations of your own, which makes it a great place to look for answers that we would not normally find in our reality. So that's telling me off as well, because they know better than me. So the songs, whether I like them or not, are going to have to be used. Find an oak tree, a leaf, an acorn, or even just an image of one. So out comes the acorn, from which mighty oaks will grow. And ask for its healing and wisdom to guide you on to how to enter. Call on Denver to show you the way and step through the threshold into a reality far beyond your imagination. So I've been saying to myself, I'm never going to get through this morning. And they're telling me, yes, I will. Stop being so stubborn and buck up. We are protected. A letter P, always massively important. If it's not a letter P, but that's, if you draw it on a piece of paper and keep it in your purse, it will protect you, especially from those sharp objects that I mentioned, because I am worried about, for some of you, the violence. It brings about an happy ending, which is brilliant. Wonder. And can you see the Libra energy, the 7th house, marriages, It is the letter W or V, strangely, even though it's a P. It was known as win. And what did I say? Some people have to win at all costs. It's about perfection, harmony, domestic bliss, a happy household, good fortune and trusted friends, which is what they want for us if we communicate. Beauty. It is said that one of the 4 runes of love and suggests an attraction that will blossom into a lasting relationship. The rune is airy in nature, with association with clouds, wind, spinning wheels and flax. The dutiful Frigga, the wife of Odin, the queen of the gods of Asgard, is the main deity associated with this rune. This goddess was the epitome of wifely virtues, who sat in her spinning wheel creating the clouds. In southern Germany, she was said to be shaking the fluff off her blankets. If the sky was full of misty vapour, she was the patroness of all the domestic arts, and like many mortal ladies, was a true romantic at heart, with a soft spot for lovers and happy endings. Frigga can be regarded as the model for the fairy godmother found in so many children's stories. This kindly lady who makes it work out all right in the end. The aspect of the goddess, and indeed her wish-granting husband, is found in the name of the Anglo-Saxon version of the rune win. This word has survived in modern English as the verb to win. Well done, spirit. While wunjo is the origin of the verb to woo, this connection with wooing makes Frigga the archetypal matronly matchmaker. So somebody's making a match. Matchmaker, send me. Yeah. Eternally ensuring that Cinderella marries her prince and that they live happily ever after. So, there you go. But it might not be the prince you think it is. Absolute love. The arrival of good news, which means you've got to communicate. An excellent turn of fortune and the establishment of a happy home. Yes. All in all, wunjo represents a fulfilling life, at the very least a period when everything will go your way. Partnerships, of course, are of prime importance in this appearance. Well done, Spirit. 7th house of partnerships. When this rune appears, not only relationships of an emotional nature, but those connected with business too. Firm friendships and mutually advantageous arrangements are under the auspices of this rune, but it is in the realm of love that wunjo truly shines. If you are unattached, single, there we go. Someone attractive is likely to suddenly walk into your life, and the magician is something or someone new walking into your life. Someone that wears many hats, is many things to many different people. Someone that works with blades, discs, cups or wood in any shape or form. It's anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon. Tradition states that this person is likely to be pale-skinned and fair-haired, but we must remember that these characteristics were the ancient Norse measures of beauty, and that they did not live in a multicultural society. Artistic or other creative ventures will be successful, and you may receive news from a distance, probably from a man who has journeyed over water. In health terms, the appearance of wunjo shows that some tender loving care will pay off and that recovery is likely. But trust is an issue when wunjo is here. Prospective partners may not be all they seem, so don't give your heart too readily. In business, beware of double dealing and don't take anything at face value. If at all possible, delay making far-reaching judgment, as you will not have all the facts that you need to make a valid decision. Tradition says that if you have an emotional worry, you should delay your decision making for 3 months. If the trouble factor is business, put off the action for 3 days. Things will slow down for a while and you may become despondent about your prospects, but you must be patient. So, The 7th house we know is marriages, partnerships. And oh bloody hell, and I missed it again, didn't I? The 7. Well done, Spirit. The marital home, blue-brown, relationships, matrimony, partnerships, unity, other people, projections, so don't project your feelings onto someone else. Communicate and ask, don't assume. Public enemies and lawsuits. Scorpio in Venus. Desires intensity and drama, so they like to stir the pot. Passionate, rapacious, jealous, erotic, manipulative, and faithful. Venus in Scorpio falls permanently in lust or love and is attracted to temptresses or darkly handsome types. So be careful, because there's a chance here that you could find the one, but there is also a very important part of it where you have to make sure that this isn't a violent person. What you need to do is make sure they're not wearing a mask. So see how they treat others that don't have any meaning to them. Yeah, don't dim your light to fit in. So standing on your own 2 feet, being emotionally and financially independent of this person, whether you're in a relationship or not, makes for a healthy relationship. So you don't have to do as you're told, but you do have to compromise in relationships. So are you dimming your light to fit in? If so, this isn't the one. That's what they're saying. So let's have a look. If you're walking on eggshells all the time, it's not your person. 42. Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. You were all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding and you are part of that universe. So expanding is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice, slowly back away. They are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who's walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you, or you make them uncomfortable,